Oh yeah. So what I've got here is a 48-volt battery, and I want to convert it into this box. It's a brand new box. Previously had an old 20 amp system in it. This 30 or 40 amp one. So what I'm going to do is take all the innards out of that and put it in this one, purely because I've got a 52-volt battery exactly the same as this, so I can use the pair of them on two of my bikes. So two of my bikes I'll be able to run either a 48-volt or a 52-volt, so basically giving me more riding time basically. Whereas this one's got a standard connection up under there, and I don't have another bike that will run that battery. So I thought, well, I might as well convert it so I can run this battery, and I can use my other battery on either my Trek or the new Kona I'm about to start building. So it'll come up as a double, but basically this would be a spare battery because this is a battery out of my old bike. Yeah, so basically I'm going to take that one apart and fit it into this one. I've already taken this one apart. I took out the old battery, what was in there, and basically I've done away with the switch to switch the battery on off, because you can do it off the handlebar anyway, off the system, so there's no point messing about with that. And I generally take them off the bike to charge them anyway, so there'll be no current actually running through the bike. But yeah, so yeah, let's get on with it. So basically I left two nice ends on here that I can solder a joint on, sleeve them up, job's a good one. But yeah, so basically this is just a basic layout on this one. As it's only a spare battery, I'm not really that fussed about it. But yeah, lots of room in here, so I put a bit of padding in there, which should work fine for that. If it doesn't, I'll add a little bit more. Anyway, so in this video you'll be able to see how you take one of these apart. And I want to get that sticker off at the end, and I want to try and put it in there if I can. If I can't, so be it. But I don't want to destroy this at all, because I actually want to keep it as a spare, because you just never know. Anyway, let's crack on with it. So basically there's two screws here, two there, and two in the back there. And I think I need the bigger screwdriver in a minute. But yeah, it's a delicate old job. Yeah, I need a bigger screwdriver than that one. Let's get the next size up. You should spin them off a lot better. Yeah, there you go. I could probably use my battery screwdriver there, really. But at least using this, you know, if there's something wrong, you'll feel it straight away. Whereas with a battery tool, you wouldn't really feel it, so it's just handy. There we go. We got them all? No, not the front ones. There you go. That's all the screws. Now I want to keep them up there, put them up there, so I'll put them back in. But yeah, basically when you're taking these apart, be very, very careful, because the last thing you want to do is be getting an electric shock. As you can see, I've shook it about a bit and they just start coming apart, you know. And then you can see what sort of cells is in here, as you can start seeing through there. The bullnose bit, I've left a sticker on. I didn't realise that. Let's see if I can peel them off in one. If I can't, I'll just cut them for now. Don't make no odds. Won't be reusing it. No, I don't think that's going to come off all in one. So I'll just cut the sticker. I'm done with it. There you go. Actually, I can use that as a bit of a wedge as well while I got it there. There you go. So made it a lot easier. So like I said, it's just wedging them out. Just getting them out as carefully as you can. Because like I say, I want to reuse this one, so I've got to be a bit sensible with it. Let's get round this side now. There's always a nice way. There's some wires there, let's see, connected here. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to undo them at the plate. Just undo the plate and then I'll work it out where I cut any wires. But it's a simple procedure, this is. I've done it on quite a few of my old bike batteries in the past when I needed a different shape box. So just work off it and get it off nice and clean as you can, really. I mean, if you look in here, they've done quite a nice job of this. They've actually used that plastic stuff, what you call it, but it's like a bearer. It's really good. It's really good stuff. It's got a USB thing down here, so I'm disconnecting that. I disconnect this wire, I don't need it. The other one's already got one on, so I haven't got to mess with that. Here's your BSM. And it's got caps on, which is cool. 2 wires have been cut off there, look. Don't know where you can see that. So this battery must have been designed for something else, I should imagine. With 2 wires chopped there, which is a bit unusual to see. In fact, I've never seen it when taking these batteries apart. But there you go, first time for everything, I guess. But yeah, so be quite interesting. It's saying about the USB and all that, so I'm guessing that's what the white wires might be heading to the USB. Nope, they're going to the power switch, the white wires. But yeah, so quite straightforward really, isn't it? Nothing difficult there. So here's my main earth, and that will be my main power down there, I'm assuming. I'm hoping I don't have to put a switch in there, but if I do, then I do. There's nothing I can do about it. So that's going to move over to that side quite nicely. So there's my 2 wires, and basically all I need to do is connect those 2 wires to the 2 wires I got there, my earth and my power. Like I said, this has got extras, so as you can see, these 2 here for the USB, I've not got no USB, and they are connected just here, the USB. It actually says that on the board too, USB, which I'm not using. So that is a straightforward cut out that piece because I'm not going to be using it, and it'd be nice to leave the wiring intact. So my easiest route to get those out is straight down through there, like that there, and into there. Now this one does have a third wire going to there for the power, and then one running back to there. So basically this is your power one, and it's going to a switch with a wire. And what it's doing, it's running back as, so where you would think it would run back as a red, it's not, it's actually running back as a yellow power one on this. So basically this one and this one are the two I need. I don't need the rest. So this has got something else under here which I'm going to take the tape off and have a look, but it's straightforward enough. Basically the two I need are these two here. So what I'm going to do is, because I've got plenty of room to do all this, so I'm going to nip them down here, just there somewhere, and that one, which gives me lots of wire to play with. Switch wise and charger, it's going to be the same charger, just change the head, so that's going to be straightforward enough. Anyway, I'll get all this out and I'll get straight back to you. So there you go, all fitted. I've had to move the BMS on this model, it was down here, so I've had to move that up onto the top so it sits better. I've got to remove a little piece of that wadding so it all goes down nice and tight. I've actually added the switch so you can power the battery on and off, because it had an actual switch wire there, which I think I showed you when I took the pack apart, that I wasn't going to use, but this BMS has decided you've got to use it. So lucky enough I had a spare switch in my drawer over there which fitted perfect, so that's all soldered in. Yeah, so she's all ready just to all be put back together now. I've got to move a piece of this wad in here and that wad in there, so basically it only needs a little piece of it out, I believe, not very much, or it could be this piece that's in the way. I'll tell you what, let's cut this and we'll see how it fits. We'll see if it's any different with just taking that piece out, but I'm not sure. I may have to cut a piece out of here, but we'll see how it goes on. Oops, gotta go back a bit. Yeah, it's just that bit of wadding. So it's where I move the BMS up to the top. It's just that piece. I don't know if you can see. So it don't quite go together because of the piece of wadding that I've left up there. So what I'll do is, wrong way up. And then should be all good to go then. I mean, I could crush it down, but I don't really want to do that. I didn't mind so much. Let's just remove that out a minute and see where it comes to. Because of the angles of everything on here and the wires, it should work out perfect. Yeah, look at that. That is pretty much perfect there now. So that I will be able to, yeah, it's just lovely and up together there, and she goes together on the back. So it's just like I said, it's just where I've got the BMS. If I hold that in, I hold that down, that'll all go together nicely. Anyway, I'll screw it up and I'll come back to you. So there you go, batteries already. So now I've got myself a 48 volt battery pack, nice good one, good cells in it, and all fully working. And as you can see, got myself an on-off switch there now. Charger's a bit different, so I've changed the end to this end, so that will now go in there to charge it, like so. So yeah, so it's all ready to go on the bike, that is. So the next thing will be to fit the cage onto here. Anyway, let's crack on with it. So I think I've got you a good position. Right, so this is the battery mount, and obviously this is in the way, so I had to buy a bridge. Put that down there. So on the bridge, I think I showed you in an earlier video, I had to cut this groove out, which I've done. And basically, so he's on the groove there. Hang on a sec. Really simple to fit. I bought this one because it gives me lots and lots of options, so I won't be fumbling, as it were. And as you can see, that drops nice down into there. I'm not going to drill any holes that I don't need to drill. I think this will hold it nice and tight enough as it is, all by itself. So I'm using a 6 Nm torque on it. Hold it there in place and torque it down. And there you go. That's the bridge fitted. Just swap some sockets for a smaller one. Well, I say sockets, it's like, you know, socket Allen key is what I'm on about here. But yeah, so go down to the next size. Right, now on here I got quite a few options. It seems like that is quite a nice place. What I'll do is I'll screw it on at that position and we'll have a look. Just gotta swap this over. It means I can get 3 bolts into it. I don't really need 3 bolts into it, but it ain't gonna hurt. So I got options all the way down there, but there's a bit of a bump I noticed if I go just there. So I reckon if I go on the last one at the top, we'll screw it in and we'll see where it comes to. We'll have a look. As you can see, sits nice on there, nothing touching. It's all nice and flush down through there. So we'll put the third one in and then we can see where we're to with it. So that one looks like it'll go in there nicely, because then you know the pressure of putting the battery on is in those 2 places. But I may have to adjust this so it goes down a little bit yet. But we'll have a look. We'll put it together and then we can see what we're looking at then. Again, I'm using a 6 Nm for these. I just prefer to use a 6 Nm because I do like to do stuff up quite tight, so using this stops me over tightening tightening the bolts, because I am a terror for doing that and then struggle to get them back out later. Okay, let's try this battery that I built earlier. Now, I might not be high enough. Oh, look at that. Not quite. Lift him up a bit. Oh, he is on the hooks. I didn't think he was. Don't know where he is actually. So I can't quite see. Oh, he is. He's on there. Yeah, that's him. So there you go. What do you think of that? But yeah, quite happy with that. I'll bring the camera around and show you from this angle. Not bad at all, is it? As you can see, you can just see up in there, I think. So there you go. So there you go, that's the battery fitted and ready. So my next job on this bike is going to have to be take the crank out, remove all the crank arms, crank, take the chain off temporarily and fit the bowfang. So, you know, I'm getting there steadily but surely. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video of me, we could call it flipping flipping a case. So look, as you can see here, nothing. Turn the battery on. Now I've got power up. So that worked really well, that did. And this is the 48, so I can always use my Trek one, which is a 52 volt if I want, to give me that little bit more boost. Plus it is a longer battery, so the amp hours on it's a lot better. I think that's what you call it, the amp hours, but basically you can go a lot further with it, like, you know. So yeah, so well chussed. So for short runs I could use this if I'm only out for, like, you know, a couple hours. Put this battery on. If I'm going for a good day out, I'll put the other battery on. But yeah, well chuffed with that. Anyway, catch you in the next one. Stay safe out there and get out and